remember those who did not make it to the dark and the cold of the winter nights. That is why you set a dome plate, one in honor of those who are not here. A cup full, plate empty, fork and spoon crossed. Ready, waiting, always. And that is why we gather in memoriam, not in sadness so much, but in laughter. Our ancestors believed and knew the power of laughter. They laughed in joy, just as we do. And they also laughed at other times that sometimes I think we have forgotten, but Kevin did. You laugh in the face of danger. You laugh in the face of your own mortal toil. And you feel that joy to your root, to your core. And that binds us through the millennium, as much as the stars above in the firmament. Ever changing, ever constant, ever with us. There is a song requested this night that will be sung. Please join in if you know the words. And then after, there were 5 chosen to speak specifically a memorial. And then, as each words are spoken, the gathered folks should say hail or hail heaven. Make him hear you. Make each other feel it. It won't be hard. And after that, anyone that has a story to tell your story and let us all hear, let us all remember. Red is the rose.
Forever.
Typically, what we know is symbol. One of the ancient traditions of our ancestors, raised in memoriam. There are 3 rounds. We are modifying because we are the assembled hosts and we will do as we please. There are enough here to share memories, modifying as appropriate. Typically, the first round is dedicated to an ancestor or a deity. The second round would be considered dedicated to an honor or virtue. And the third was usually reserved as open, a song, a story, a well-laid skaldic riff. Tonight we speak and we drink and we laugh and we cry in honor of Kevin. So each round is dedicated to Kevin, to his memory, and to the memories we make here tonight in his honor.
I asked if I was supposed to say anything, and they said no.
You were pegged by shame, blame him.
But it turns out there is something great to say that just happened about 5 minutes ago. And Aria, you can come stand here with me when I tell the story. So this had just begun. And I had 3 kids in the hearth room back there. And I was telling them that they couldn't make any noise. And I said, listen, there's a grown-up thing going on in the Great Hall. And we are going to talk about the life of a friend who died. So if you go in there, you can't make any noise. Normal parenting thing, right? And they said, what's the name? I think it was you. They said, what's the name of the person who died? I said, Kevin. I said, do you know that name? She's like, no. I said, well, I pulled up this picture from my phone. And I said, you remember this guy? And he went, yeah, he's the one who boiled us in soup. And then they all go, yeah, and he put in carrots and he put in onions and he was stirring with a big wooden spoon. And I remember that. We were in the pool, and Kevin was pretending that the pool was a cauldron and he was cooking the children. See, real onions and real carrots. And I thought, you know what, that was him. That was him. Always entertaining, always making everyone else smile, always taking care of everybody else. And I know that's how everybody remembers him. He was a caretaker, and that included these 3. So I will raise my glass and say thank you. Yeah. Brother Kevin. Yeah. Real onions and real carrots.
He was going to put onions.
We just did this in Ohio. Ron's brother, brother's wife are here. See us in Ohio. Beautiful thing. They took us in, our quirky, hippie ring selves, and beautiful family. We had a wonderful time there. And they didn't know, Kevin's life had been like sort of 5 or 6 years in Ohio and moved to Texas, so we kind of filled them in on it. Told them some stories when we had our clothes on.
That's a change.
Yeah, so the stories are only a few stories. So you guys know we all ran together, and he took care of everybody. He carried me home to my room here 100 times. I did to him too. We all know it was mostly him taking care of me or us. So I told some sad stories before, and I thought this time, why not tell a little bit of a fun story that you can. So Kevin and I used to like to hang out at the Stags here. We were at Sherwood and drank and flirt with little girls. And I guess we were kind of considered cute dudes or whatever of the fair. So this one time, it was kind of our thing is we would go back and forth between who could be noticed the most. And we were sitting at the bar talking to this little cute girl. She was probably, I don't know, 24, 25. Of course, nothing would ever come of it. It was completely innocent, but we just had fun. And him and I both were trying our damnedest to get to win this girl's attention. She was sitting between us looking at both of us like we were a bunch of kids. And of course, we're probably wrong. Anyway, so we're giving it our all, and her eyes light up, and she looks right past both of us, and looked at somebody. We're both like, we turn around and look, and it's this gorgeous young man, probably 23, 24, meets that girl. And looks back and looks at him, looks at the girl, looks over at me. He says, "Who's that guy?" That gorgeous young man. We're not the cutest dude here anymore. We gotta kill him. But he was a wonderful man. He was a great friend. Can somebody get that bottle of scotch for me, please? He was supposed to, the son of a bitch, was supposed to be here for my birthday. He's going to come spend 2 or 3 days with me. And we had talked about this bottle of scotch forever. We were sitting on the back of horses getting ready to go attack a castle one time.
Because we do that.
Because that's what we do.
That's just what happens.
And I was telling him, you know, the Japanese finally beat the Scots in the best scotch ever. You know, so awards been given out for, I don't know, 300 or 400 years or something. Finally beat it. You know, it's supposed to be awesome. The bottle was, well, I'm not going to say nothing. The bottle was originally very expensive, but once they won this award, you couldn't get it anywhere. I searched for it, couldn't find it. God only knows what it paid for it. I didn't even pay a lot more than that for that. And it was expensive to start. But he bought me that bottle. For my birthday. So, you guys are all welcome to take a drink.
Yeah.
I really didn't know Kevin very well. I knew that he had genius in his eyes and kindness, and I saw everything in his eyes but that sadness. When I see pictures of him now, I see it. And I'm so disappointed that I'm not gonna have a story like the ones you just heard about Kevin and the ones you're going to hear from other people. I was so excited to get to really know this guy, and that's disappointing to me. But he was an amazing person. When you look at all the facts, he had a beautiful, beautiful life, and I know that he was enjoying it. You can't think of people as one thing or one thing that they think. And sometimes your thoughts take you to places you don't want to go. But he went to all the good places too.
Here. King Philip.
So everybody knows about, the dick tasting, right? I see a lot of guilty people out there. Well, that was the night we hennaed George's, no, that was before, actually, because last time we hennaed George's hair. But me and George were looking through this book, and there are some interesting positions. There are children here, so it was the Kama Sutra, right?
Renaissance Kama Sutra.
Anyway, there were his type in there, and we were fawning over it. And then Kevin's like, "What is that?" And we're just, "Oh, it's just a book. We're just looking at it. It's it's no big deal." And he's like, "I need this book." And so when it came up to auction, how much did it go for?
He paid like $300.
He paid he paid $300 for a book you could get on Amazon for $6. And when I first met that guy, I was talking about Archer with somebody, and then they were like, that guy, and we looked over and he goes, oh, sorry, that was just a thing I do. And since then, we talked about being in the military, and he was just like that ambiguous, awesome, beautiful, blue-eyed brother to me, because he understood how fellow veterans know how fantastic Fort Hood is. That's all right. Great place. We talked about funny stuff like that, 5988s and blah, and LVVs and yada yada, more abbreviations. And he was just such a great, he loved being in the Army, and he made me love being at Fort Hood. That's how much he meant to me. And he bought my sorting hat. I'm the biggest Harry Potter fan at all. Well, whatever. I heard a. Anyway, he got me the sorting hat. I think Lindsay was there. And he was like, Emily, you need this. And I go, no, it's like, Rick, I don't know how much, because you have that pawn shop so high for little stuff. And he was like, no, I'm going to buy it for you because you're always doing stuff for other people. And I was like, I want to buy something for you because you're always doing other stuff for other people. And then it was just one of those nice, like, friend fights, but then he bought it for me, and it's still up on my shelf at home. And I can't move it, but I'm probably going to put it on when I watch Harry Potter on Monday. I'm going to have a 12-pack and a Harry Potter marathon. But he encompassed everything that is fantastic about this fair, and everything that is fantastic about all of you, regardless of our differences and all the crazy, awful, weird, wonderful things that are happening in this planet right now. We still have this. And I can't even begin to tell you how much that means to me and how much Kevin meant to me. So here's to our brother. And if I can get a hua from all the fellow